Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talk and Motherhood, where I share my experience as I journey through motherhood. Today, I'll be talking about the resources that has helped me thus far in writing. Now, today I'm trying out something new. I'm using my phone to record, so if you see my eyes swaying from left to right, it's because I'm not used to this setting. So bear with me. Alrighty, so the resource I'll be talking about is something I believe a lot of you probably already have. If you have a social media, you probably already have this, and it's Facebook. Within Facebook, there's so many things. You see the news section and all that good stuff. And there's also Facebook group. And for some reason, I've been on Facebook for so long and just never noticed it until I started, venturing into writing, and I was just trying to gather information about certain things, artists and stuff and such. And so I came across a Facebook group, and I just searched illustrators. That was the first thing I searched for, because I was trying to see other illustrators after I had picked my first illustrator. And then from there, I was like, oh, let me search for writing on authors, then children's authors, and so on and so forth. So that's how I found this community of great people who have like minds in the things that I'm working on, which is writing. And I really believe that if you're working on something, is it writing, IT, or you just have a project you're working on, and you want to gather information as much as possible. Facebook group is something that I think is beneficial. So one of the things that is beneficial about being a part of a Facebook group is community. In this Facebook group I'm in, I get community support. You have people who are doing the same things you're doing. They've been there and done that. So they're supporting you. You have people who are on the same phase as you. Sometimes you feel like you're all alone and struggling with something, but then, when you're in that group, you see that, it's not, you're not all alone. You have someone who is also going through the same thing you're going through. So it gives you some sense of hope. The other thing about the Facebook group is that you have access to resources. I know the first thing I talked about was I was going to share resources that helped me with the writing process. Yes, in that Facebook group, I got access to so many things that I didn't necessarily have to go on Google Internet to search things anymore, because everything was on the Facebook group. Is it marketing? Is it editing? Is it finding illustrators? Finding people to promote your videos, like do promotional videos for your book trailers and things like that. The Facebook group had members who had such experiences. Even if they didn't, they had, access to those people. So when you post questions about certain things, you see a number of people commenting, and there you find information. You have information about printing, publishing companies. If you have questions, you're concerned, wondering which publishing company you should work with, in that Facebook group, you just post a question, and you see a lot of people respond. And sometimes if you're too shy to pose a question, there's a search box in the Facebook group. You just search for what you're looking for. And most of the time, when you search that search box, you see that someone already asked the question. You just look through the comments and you pick out what's necessary. Also, in that Facebook group, I found I got access to an author's workshop, which is what I'm currently doing right now. And that's also another way of motivation and getting you to, a form of accountability. If sometimes when you're doing something all alone and you meet like a blockade, sometimes you might tend to give up if you don't have that resilience, or even if you have the resilience, you're just tired. Many other things are going on with you, and you're just done. But in this workshop, we get assignments, units, we get access to so many things, resources, vetted, illustrators, editors, recommendations that are just awesome. Access to the coach of the workshop. We can email, text her. She has free coaching offered in the workshop. Her name is April Cox. I also met her on the Facebook group. I asked a question about an illustrator contract. And, that's something that everybody just want to just dab into. So I didn't get much of a positive response when I posted a question. However, someone responded and said, this might not be the right place to ask someone to look over your illustrator's contract. However, there's a workshop I think you truly benefit from if you're working on self-publishing from start to finish. And I looked through the workshop. There was another one too, another workshop and stuff like that. This workshop is not that expensive either. And I'm currently in the workshop and it's amazing. It's an investment that is worthwhile. Again, her name is April Cox. And I put a link to her website. So if anyone is interested in self-publishing and they need help from the start to the finish, if you need, hand-holding, even don't need hand-holding, you just want extra information and you want someone you can always, and a community, another knitted community, because in the Facebook group, it's already a community. And then within the workshop, it's another small community, a smaller, tight-knit community where everyone there is there to cheer you on. Facebook group is awesome. That's where I found everything from, like what I'm doing right now. The editor I found on Facebook. At least most of my editors. I use more than one editors. I'm going to talk about editing later. But editing, illustrating, graphic designer, marketing information, all on that Facebook group. You also, and if you are looking to read other people's books so that you can get a sense of what you want to do yourself, or better still, what people are already doing, so you can, just for inspiration. Guess what? The Facebook group is there. The people putting out their books there. Everyone is publishing a book every single day, so you get to experience what self-publishing is like, from the scratch, being in that Facebook group. And if it's not self-publishing you're doing and you're working on something else, try Facebook groups. I know I'm not getting paid to market Facebook groups, but it's really, really helpful. All right, guys, that's it for now. We'll talk some more later. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, share with someone you think might gain from this. Till next time, bye.